We start on Last Refuge, where we ended the last game as well. Cash in teal here in the bottom left as an orc, not going with the Farseer meta so far, because it's a Blade Master here in the altar. Still, of course, Last Refuge, a very good map for a Blade Master with 10 claw spots and also some agility boosting items here. Blade on the other side, he has defeated Lawliot in the quarterfinal. Certainly, for me, a surprise. I mean, may have to do with ping a little, but in the end, both were suffering from high ping, so that's what we do. Cash, he has eliminated Caspant and Death Note. So, 2 humans for him, 3rd human in a row, while Blade was fighting Undeads and Night Elves so far. So, creeping starts, Archmage first, no surprise here. And what is Blade's tactic versus Orc? I don't really know. I haven't seen too many games of his versus Orc. Is it an early push? Is it a tower supported push? Is it longer games with mass casters? We will see about that. Claws of attack +6. Decent.
Forces are under attack.
Not the dream drop anymore as it was before, but certainly helpful, especially when picking up last hits. And that's exactly what he wants to go for. Murloc creep for Blade, which I still think is not the best thing to do because of the poison. Here we go. Steal from the Blade Master. And level 1.5 for him already, getting the next Water Elemental if Blade is not denying it. And that's exactly where the Claws of Attack come into play. No level 2 for the Archmage. It's super important for Cash to deny the additional mana regeneration, so he has no Water Elementals to work with, and Cash is going for the 1 burrow attack. He's on the way already. And the Archmage just can run at this point. Right clicks too much. Blade attacking as well. Wow, they attacked at the same second, actually. Nice to see that. Both on par. Circlet for the Blade Master as well. That does get included into the critical strike calculation. If you're not aware, patch 1.29 changed how critical strike works. Bonus damage items like claws don't work on crit anymore. Stat boosting items work on claw. Thank you very much, Ben, aka Jason, for 11 months of resubbing here. Happy anniversary, Neo! Thank you very much. Yeah, that feels truly special. This 10-year thing. Like, except from Artosis and Tasteless, is there a caster casting 10 years the same game? I don't know. I really don't. Like, maybe, like, bigger esports. I don't know about Counter-Strike too much. I mean, Knochen in Germany surely does go for Counter-Strike, but it's not technically the same game. Maybe StarCraft casters are in their 10th year as well. No, that was later. I don't know. Do you guys know? Maybe I am one of the 3 guys who cast a single game for 10 years. Toby Wan cast Dota for 12 years. True that, but he started with Dota 1 and went into Dota 2, so it's also technically not the same game. Right?
A player's forces are under attack.
I mean, I know, and Toby Wan is awesome, so I give him that. So, Blade trying to get to level 2 here, but again the Blade Master's here. And last hit is so important, and Cash gets it again. He's a little distracting here. 3 grunts already. Does he have boots? No, he doesn't. T2 tech is finished. Shadowhunter second, Bestiary Lodge, normal play by Cash. Mountain King second, double Sanctum. So, slow game by Blade. Critical strikes coming out. You see it's only level 1, but around 100. That's fine. Neo is casting Warcraft for 10 years. Yeah, to this day. My first cast was 10 years ago on May 6, 2008. Remo is casting for 9 years, not 10. So Blade still desperate for his level 2. Oh, Cash is doing such a good job in lowering his XP. It's insane, man. Cash seems to be on fire here. And he gets... Did he get this one as well? I don't know, but here's Hex. Certainly, Blade Master has to evacuate a little. It's kind of a glass cannon with this build here in his inventory. And of course he has to be aware that Stormbolt is around. Ooh, that grunt felt that Stormbolt. Might get the second one as well if the Mountain King can reach somehow. What did I cast? ESL Pro Series Germany, Hasselhoffs versus Insolence. Was it 2-0? Quite a fast cast, only lasted 1 hour. But yeah, Hasselhoffs was my first player that I casted. Mousesports versus Raptor Gaming players. And then I did, like, 1 week later I did WC3L finals. So it was quite a good start for me. Blade Master level 3, and he didn't take that many creep camps. Like, the mercenary camp is still up for grabs, the expo is still there, the laboratory is still there, a few of those green ones are also there. Cash is playing this really good, and he goes for the castles. Of course, the sorceress is what makes Blade strong at the moment, but he's trying to snipe. Slow is applied now, no dispel, so kind of easy to save them, but the end snares are coming in. There's a gauntlets on the ground, okay. Resulting in another kill on the priest here, less healing. Hex again. Is the Blade Master able to just chop him down? There is an Invo Potion. Hex is not strong enough. Invo Potion popped nevertheless. But if he can take out the first Raider, that's quite hard, because that's a lot of control for Cash at this point. He was working through it with Hex and Blade Master only, but yeah, quite a significant loss.
Players' forces are under attack.
While 4 slow bitches are still alive. Did you send both of them a card? I tagged Hasselhoffs on Twitter. Maybe he reads it. And again, Mountain King is the target. And snare again. This time, there is no Invul Potion. He tried to cast him Invis, but with Ensnare that doesn't really work. Second hero down, and man, Cash is demolishing him here. Is the Spirit Link flipping back now? Because there's a lot of hurt Orc units. Can't believe how Cash plays this here.
Are under attack.
This Blade Master play on LR was certainly sick. Was it streamed? No, it was an audio cast. Like a live audio cast on ESL Radio. So Winamp, Shoutcast plugin, off we go. The Shoutcast plugin is, by the way, how the casters got the name Shoutcasters. Little trivia here. Level 2 Mountain King finally. XP on the heroes is such a big problem, man. Without level 2 water metals, what can you do? Oh man, but only 1 grunt, only 1 raider, 49 supply. Wow, triple gloves. This inventory is so sick. He needs an invul though, against a higher level Mountain King. He does have Heal Wave and Spirit Link, so that's kind of fine. Apart from that, this inventory is just godlike. We have a few new subs coming in, thank you very much. Shine Junkie and Korak5. First time sub Shine Junkie, 7 months for Korak. Thanks for the continued support here, man. Mountain King still no level 3. Blade Master is low though. Certainly a target for another Stormbolt. Now he has Breakers as well. The slow worked out really well. There is the spell. 3 walkers, 2 raiders, not too much lockdown. Blade Master still critical strike level 1, but this was so important, that's why he wasted this Ensnare on the 1 peasant, because he got level 3 Shadowhunter because of it. Level 2 Heal Wave is available and a heal scroll for him as well. No invul on the blade. Can be slowed, can be bolted. And yeah, he's getting rid of a lot of mana thanks to the spell breakers here. That's nice. Bash is coming in as well, but the Mountain King himself is surrounded there against peons. Blade Master escapes the scenery. Gets back in as the heal wave is ready. It's kind of Breakers versus Blade Master here, man. This poor MK is still surrounded there. Has to use the invul now. Heal Ward being used. Will it be? Yeah, nice. Dispelled. And the Waterman, he gets rid of them so quickly. Finally level 3. He has the mana now. Stormbolt hits the Blade Master soon. Oh my god. Heal scroll being used. Is there no Stormbolt? Now he's back to full health. Oh man, I think that was a missed opportunity for Blade. He's stuck now. This Mountain King will die for the second time. And Cash is finishing up this game. Level 4 critical strike. Big boost in damage. 3-time multiplier. 50 damage more compared to the first one. And now, with this attack speed, how do you want to get rid of this guy without a Stormbolt? I mean, there's no mana on him now. If there's a Stormbolt now... Ooh, a Bash would have been the savior here. Cash is playing with fire. Cash is certainly playing with fire. What is he doing? He's losing his damage dealer. Invis cast on the Archmage. Well done. Blade Master's back though. He could afford it. And now the Samurai continues his job. Heal Ward is certainly nice for Blade now. Gets a lot of stuff back. Cash has to retreat for clarities and heal selves. Kodo Beast level is coming for more damage boost and of course to be able to eat some breakers. Is Blade coming back into this game? Is the human army better than Cash's army? Helm of Valor. Just a little more tankiness. Against this Blade Master, not the worst thing. And yeah, level 4 Archmage. It's really getting a lot better, man. This level 2 Brilliance Aura is so nice for the slow bitches. On the other side, Legion Doomhorn. Oh yeah. Because everything will be slowed, or a lot of stuff will be slowed. Having this 10% movement speed boost is fantastic for the Orc army. Can reach easier, can ensnare easier. And now, looks like we're in for a base race. No tier 3 means no reinforced defenses. He does have pillage soon.
A player's forces are under attack.
And this Burrows can be picked off fast. But he decides to creep more for level 4 Mountain King. Shop is gone, no more breakers. 56 supply for Blade, 50 for Cash only. The economy for the Orc is better, but the question is for how much longer. This is level 4 on him. Town Portal versus Town Portal. Not too much damage being done except the shop that is gone. What is he pinging? No TP, Ankh of Reincarnation. He's breaking upkeep now. Level 4.3 Blade. Invo Potion on him now. That is certainly necessary. The Clarity went through, so the Shadow Hunter is on full mana. Cash is ready to fight again. After being defeated in the last one. Oh, this could be big. This is big. The Rock Golem is still alive and the Ancestors are flying in. Raiders streaming against the casters. Poor one. Nice little disable against this Archmage as well. But same fate for the Blade Master thanks to the Stormbolt, of course. Rock Golem is still there. Another Boulder Toss against the Archmage. And man, Blade is losing so many units in this Creepjack. Now the aggro turns around. Level 4 on the Shadow Hunter. He's losing one Raider. The position is certainly better for Blade now with the creeps in the middle. Stormbolt to open that fight up again. Dispel against the Stolen Spirit Link. And it's Blade Master versus Mountain King again. Oh boy, this Blade Master is... No! Invo Potion! So sick! There is an Ankh of Reincarnation. Maybe this is a little bit of wasted damage. Invis saves him here and he has 2 more Stormbolts. The Rock Golem is helping again, so speed scroll out. And in the end, Blade is getting this and survives this. That was pretty sick, man. How he salvaged this situation. I thought he's dead here for sure. And now he gets rewarded with the Sobi Mask. Hammer time. Blade still without a shop though. Still no breakers. Level 2. Well, 2 Raider, 3 Raiders. Do we have a Kodo Beast by now? Yes, it did not eat though. Only 3 Walkers. Blade's army is pretty sick with all those breakers. Can he find a position where there won't be a big blocker line? If Blade is smart, then no. Then he will fight here, then he will fight here, If he's really lucky, he can fight here. But of course, Cash doesn't want that. Getting close to level 5, Blade Master.
A player's forces are
Critical
under
strike level 3 is around 200. A level 2 coil per crit. On the other side, Archmage is getting level 3 water elementals here. Could be a timing to switch for Blizzard. So many sorceresses. 63 supply. I hope he has enough Dispel, but it doesn't look like it. It's still only 3 walkers. And they are not full mana. 2 Kodo Beasts. Water Elemental scouts this. I like this move by Blade. But the Blade Master's doing the same. Still the Ankh. Still an Invul. No TP. Invul on the Blade Master as well. Tome of Retraining. It's Blizzard time, boys. I hope the orcs have some nice coats for them because it's getting cold. Mountain King versus Blade Master, the never-ending battle. This position is so awesome for Blade. He loses his Mountain King, yeah, but there's the Ankh of Reincarnation. This area of effect damage, what can he do? He can't reach! Level 5 for the Archmage, level 3 Blizzard. Mountain King is back. He will be killed immediately after, but I think he can win this without Stormbolt anyway. Oh boy, that was just sick play by Blade. And kind of bad by Cash to agree to this fight. He had a speed scroll, he could have gotten back. And now it's only 54 supply versus 63. And everything is hurt. Heal wave, yeah, he can try. Blade Master, he can hope for high crits, but it's still this overwhelming mass of breakers and the casters behind there. Hex against the Archmage. Lots of damage onto this Blade Master again. No Invo Potion anymore. He's aiming for that kill, but then he's trapped. He has no mana. He can't get out. The breakers, are they enough? He's slowed again. Blade Master Spirit Link. He falls nevertheless. Level 6. And despite this horrible, horrible, horrible opening, Blade wins this map and the game. 1-0 for him. The early game was so good, shutting down the Archmage entirely. But come on, if you give the humans so much time to get like 6 breakers, and then, like in the end, fighting that fight where he did that, that's just throwing the game away. Late game, maybe orcs lack damage, certainly, with the lack of critical strike. But I mean, the fight in the north, where the Rock Golem was alive, if he's not spending that much damage on the Mountain King, I think he can win it. Because that was just wasted damage, right? Charging right into Blizzard seems like a good idea. Yeah, exactly. So, you cannot allow the human this comeback. No way in hell. So, will you do better on map 2? It's Turtle Rock. And as always, we raise the question, close position or not. As you can see, no. It is just normal opposite positions here, with Cash spawning in the upper right, and in the bottom right we have Blade from Moldova. So, as I said, we casted the last Zotac Cup with our old buddies from ESL Radio. Like in 2012, or 13, we kind of abandoned the ship and were all really demotivated by how ESL was treating us. So some played StarCraft, some got real life. As I said, I was pretty busy and couldn't cast myself too much. So in 2014, there was the last Zotac Cup. And for many years, we had no rights to broadcast Zotac Cup because they were at Game Sports. We didn't want to join Game Sports. We were in discussions, though, to join Game Sports as a team. Some did, like one guy switched, I think. But yeah. And then we said, okay, let's call the band again. Let's have all the casters and cast this Zotac Cup. And we did. We had so much fun with Philly, with Templar, with Yupe, with Fishy. Remo was there, of course. Sui was there. Millen was there. And then this Chinese guy came up with... Nice Farseer, by the way. This Chinese guy came up with a list of the top 100 best replays with links. And at the same time, Nierenschredder presented his tool to, with one click, be able to switch patches. And so, A, we were motivated through this Zotac Cup broadcast. B, there was a list of 100 games that we could just do whenever we wanted, whenever we had time. And C, it was easy to do technically. Like from a technical perspective. So all stars aligned there. And we did a broadcast every Thursday. 3 games every Thursday for, well, you can do the math. Little less than a year. With an offline final we did, and for this offline final, back then we had like 200 viewers each cast. And that was already amazing. Like Warcraft 3, 200 people, nice. There was no serious competition at that time. And yeah, we were already then the biggest Warcraft channel there was, in German, like casting only in German. Readmore had again our back. Once we started this series, they gave us a big news, so whenever our success is mentioned, I think how lucky we were that Readmore featured us when they were even a bit bigger than they are now. So again, I do this a lot, but shout out to Readmore, shout out to the community for motivating me at the start, and shout out for the page and their admins for helping us once Back to Warcraft started. Farseer it is, Mass Aggression. I don't think I've seen Cash with the Farseer so far. On Turtle Rock, there's not too many claws, not too many Boots of Quel'Thalas. So going for a Mass Aggression Farseer seems to be a good idea, but he's losing so much HP already, and Blade just has the right idea. Right-click this motherfucker until he doesn't want to harass you anymore. So you have to get back, since with this Farseer you fast tag, skip the shop, and you have no selves. So he has to run away, get back the entire map, and use the selves now. Nice, lasted though. Sacrificing a heal self for it. Tier 2 tech only now. Ooh boy. This opening for Blade was cool. This time he gets to level 2 Archmage a lot faster than before.
A player's forces are under attack.
But this time it's the tech that has to bother him. If there's Wyvern now, what's his reaction? Like seriously, level 1 Wolf Elementals? No way. Too much damage on the Archmage here for my taste. Nice, surround by Blade. He will lose 1 footman as well, but if he gets the grunt, that's certainly worth it. And he gets it. Oh no! He didn't last click him. Last hit him. There we go. But losing 2 footmen for this? Good trades, I guess. Giving the experience to the tower. No lumber mill yet. Or this is like a dream opening for Wyvern. No guard tower. Naga second. With a level 1 Farseer. That's normal though. Progression on the Farseer is always slower than it is, let's say, on the Blade Master. Blade is keeping him in his base, but thanks to the Frost Armor again! I thought it was a little Miss Micro, since he didn't slow down these guys. But now that the backline is safe, he can retreat and can be healed. 1 Beastery and the Lodge, so it's no Wyvern play, unfortunately. But man, is his tech far ahead. But the thing is, he had problems with the late game damage on map 1 already, and that was with the Blade Master. So with Naga Farseer, Where's your late game damage coming from? That's a big issue. Blade is pulling the right strings here. Going for the Lodge. Delays Spirit Link. And the army is already squishy, like especially the heroes, Farseer and Naga. They have a combined, less than 1,000 HP combined. That's ridiculous, especially once there's a Mountain King or something. You can just, not one-shot them, but you know what I mean. You can seriously threaten them. So game is calming down a bit. Let's see if the chat said something. Not really. Harass continues. Oh, Beastmaster! With the Lodge being late. Oh wow, he forces the town portal on Cash. This is not looking good for the Russian at all. Going for the burrow. He has to save this. Otherwise... Oh no, he's supply stuck. He's not even getting a single raider. Because he's supply stuck. And yeah, with this beastry, what a realizing that this opening is there for Blade is nice. Okay, there is a raider, so there's one end snare. Did miss this one before. And he gets a nice surround. But it's only a level 1 hero. He's losing a few footmen over it as well. Keeping him supply stuck, forcing 320 gold and 80 lumber off of him, while behind cancelling the Lodge, is pretty sick. Also getting a second grunt kill. Only 28 supply for now, and one end snare. This is certainly a town portal. Yeah, TP must come now. Yeah. But he bought time for his sanctums. It's again double sanctum. So this Beastmaster was a good idea for this push. It was certainly the right thing to do at this point. But if you think at the later stages of this game, I think he missed a big opportunity here to go for nuking heroes. Because they are so squishy. There's also no synergy with Blizzard or Water Elements. I mean, with Water Elements there are. With Mass Summons, yeah, there is. But Cash is utilizing this one end snare that he has really, really well. Always getting the kill. Well, the trappers help a lot too, now that I realize it. Fork Lightning doesn't really do anything. Militia are there, but Chain Lightning rattling through. Oh, this is a lot of kills. This is a lot of kills on the peasants. A lot of economy as well. He's getting the third grunt. He was slowed, little Miss Micro by Blade, but this one he gets, thanks to mass summons. Really hard for Cash at the moment to fight against this, but as long as he's getting a few casters as well, I think things are fine for him. 26 versus 34. Level 3 Archmage though. Finally level 2 Water Elemental. He summons one immediately, and now you can see how squishy this Farseer is. If he's a little bit out of position, he drops down to 30%, 20%. Still being chased here. Okay, now Naga's the next target. 4 summons! Speed scroll though. Very nice item to get out of dicey situations. Man, what a slugfest. How many units did they save? Like 2? The others all get killed.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, and against double summons, I mean, one of the reasons for the Beastmaster might be that he expected... Nah, he saw the Spirit Lodge. If he expects Wyvern, then the Beastmaster is certainly a decent idea to counter that early if you don't have a Lumber Mill. What is Slugfest? Yeah, it's like gloves off. Let's run into each other like a wall of death and let's see what survives at the end.
A player's forces are under attack.
This will upgrade. Kind of is it necessary? Yeah, against Spirit Link it always is. So good timing for that. Level 3 on the Farseer, level 2 Wolves. With critical strike now. And here we go. Fight again! Fight forever! This position is quite good. Again for Blade, since he can block a little. The Wolves are finding their targets and Chain Lightning as well. Poor Priest there! A little left alone in the front line. We have a Bash Bear! No way, no Hawk! But the little bear here with normal damage. Good against raiders, but of course Dispel is there and Ensnare, so that's why we get a level 3 Naga here. Another decent turnaround by Cash. And apparently there is damage if you use your Ensnares correctly. Another one is flying. He gets so many pickups here. Has Blade been over 35 supply this game? I don't think so. Cash is constantly picking up these units with Ensnare and his heroes. And he does it really well. I mean, his opening harass with the Farseer was kind of a pity. But whatever came afterwards, like, was solid.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now he's at 50. He's constantly winning these battles with superior army. Beastmaster caught off guard. Greater mana though. And without the Beastmaster here, the tank is missing for quite a while. Ooh, that Chain Lightning hurt. Level 4 on the Farseer, man. He's leveling up so quickly with all these pickups. This is excellent Raider play. And another Ensnare is coming in a bit. There we go. Constantly no healing, constantly no dispel. Has to call for the police again. Is there a Chain Lightning? Yes, there is, but I think he wants more wolves. Bash Bear, also not the greatest idea, maybe. It's just a waste of mana at this point, I guess. It's just one kill after another. It's ridiculous. Level 4 on the Naga as well. And the surround, I mean, it's only a matter of time until a hero falls, I guess. Domination. Does he have pillage? He has 1,000 gold? Okay, he's going into upkeep now. There is no pillage at this point, but as long as you can get rid of it. Heal wave would be nice for the raiders. He doesn't have any heal selves anymore. And was it necessary for Blade to take those fights against Speed Scroll and Ensnare? I think, yeah. Did he do anything great? Just get rid of a bit of HP, and force Cash back now to finally have some time to breathe. But he's using it well, using the Naga to heal them up, using the Farseer for shop control. If they're on the same lane, shop control is once again important. So Blade can't go, well, he can't go for anything. He's so low on lumber. He has one lumber worker, and that is constructing another Arcane Sanctum because he lost that one before. Only one production building, and Cash is coming back. Double level 4, good mana, good healing, heal scroll. And yeah, Blade has to take some risks here. Level 3 on the Beastmaster, at least better summons, at least something. And yeah, Dispel against the summons is nice. You're right. That's the thing, like, once I saw this Beastmaster, I was worrying for his late game. With the Mountain King, you can control the raiders way better. Lightning into the peasant line now. Nice job of spreading the raiders, so he doesn't keep Blade supply stuck. I mean, it's at 25, that's ridiculous, but the Sanctum is gone again. Dispel against the casters again. Fog Lightning is a beauty against the casters. And the Ensnares. I mean, Net and Lightning's no chance for Blade. What a strong comeback from the Russian. And we go full distance into map 3 in this semi-final. Before we go into the grand final where Chimiko is waiting already. Holy shit, was that game over. Man, man, man. That was pretty sick. For the first time, I think it was the first time that I see Cash play a Farseer. He has to play a little more different at the start, I feel. And a little more careful, and like the initial Raz was a disaster, but apart from that, it was great. Hackbrett Joe says, I actually don't get Blade's playstyle. First he picks the Beastmaster to get him supply stuck. No Walker, so the summons are better. But invests into it with the Beastmaster kill and footy kills. Yeah. Then he should have had the upper hand after 2 minutes due to supply stuck, but he immediately fights the Orc with a lower supply while the Orc is supply stuck. That's true. That's true. That was weird, indeed. Yo, Drunken, how you doing? Game number 3. 1-1. Winner of this map goes into the grand final. Actually, both matches here were very one-sided. So, I wonder who's coming out on top here. Of course, the question is Farseer or not. On a small map, could certainly be a Farseer play, and yeah, that's exactly what we see. With, could still be a Blade. Nah, I think he has a shop with that. I'm pretty sure it's a Farseer now. And he's skipping the shop again, fast tech. Is Neo 10 years old? It's been 10 years since my first cast. Very, very first cast. How much did you pay the admin? Oh, surprise! Blade Master it is on AZ. Okay. AZ, one of the best maps to tower push quickly as a human. Because it's just so small. And you can get level 3. Quite fast. Blade Master is so unusual, surprise. I mean, Farseer is getting into the meta. He played Farseer on Turtle Rock. I think Amazonia will be a Farseer map because, like, the items for the Blade Master aren't that good if you're not really lucky. Like, if there's a high chance to get a low damage Blade Master and a low chance to get a high damage Blade Master, you know? So with patch 1.29, it's not set in stone that there's a Blade Master. I mean, more and more people are adapting to the Farseer. Maybe it needs a little more practice. Claws of attack for the Blade, so that certainly worked. I mean, we've seen Shadowhunter first here on this map. Like, seriously, nothing is impossible for Orcs at 1.29, I think. Well, TC first would be a new thing. Archmage first is, of course, set in stone. Tier 2 tech on the way. Is this the fast tech as well? Quite fast, but he did go 4 barracks and shop. So that's a normal... That's normal speed on the tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
So the heroes meet each other for the first time. Claws versus... Oh, nice. Circlet. Slippers, of course, not that great. Tier 2 tech, 1/3. And more grunts to come soon. Where do you find level 3 now? Murloc, certainly an option. But looks like Blade doesn't want to creep at the moment. No Arcane Tower here.
A player's forces
Cutting some corners, Blade is. Does Peons benefit from attack upgrades? Nope. You see. Not upgradable. No lumber mill yet, so I guess it's just a few workers accompanying Blade here. He keeps the Blade Master on level 1, sacrificing a little bit of HP for that. But the Blade Master is also low. He has have... Oh, that was worth it. The Slippers. +9 already. It's quite sick. And will help in the defense. I would be very surprised to see Blade go for dual Sanctum again. But I mean, he surprised me quite a bit these games, so... My predictions today, certainly not on point. Ensnare far out, I like the positioning, but can he get us around? He's kind of close. And... no. That was too slow. Could have reacted earlier. And tier 2 is finished. For both Shadowhunter second. And what is it? Most likely Raider Walker. Yeah. Cash. Not a super innovative player. None of the European orcs are. Maybe Helsing, but it's not really innovative to play a different strategy for a long time. Ooh, playing with fire a little. No Windwalk anymore. But on the other side there's no boots. So he can just run away. It's double Sanctum and Mountain King. The slowest build possible for Blade. Seems to be like his thing to do that.
Forces are under attack.
Cancels the healing. Second water elemental. He does have some mana left. Don't you want to save it? Oh, oh, oh. Now there's mana for Windwalk. It's not forced into it. Damage of the Archmage not high enough. So shop is coming. That means that the early tier 2 for cash is stronger with Ensnare and Spirit Link. Later on, it will get better.
A player's forces are under
because
attack.
again, this Orc army will lack damage. What would you do against Orc if not dual Sanctum and no expansion? Tower push early. One Sanctum, tower push. Oh, Archmage get the big last hit here. That is close to level 3 for him. He didn't clear the Murlocs yet, so that's guaranteed level 3. Master's around. Can he get the Sasquatch this time? Is Blade scouting for it with a reveal? Dust. He does have Dust on the Mountain King, so he should certainly scan for it. He has a single target Stormbolt most likely, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see that here. Nice disable on the Blade. Getting item and experience at level 3. Nice micro on this worker as well to keep him safe from the Blade Master. Don't feed him at all. And this is what I mean. Like this Blade Master, yeah, plus 9, okay. But it's not enough for the super late game. Level 2 on the Shadowhunter. Are wards an option if you don't go for aggression tier 2?
Player's forces are under attack.
It's always kiting, so... in kiting games, serpent wards are not that great. Would have been great for the Orc. Not for him though. Spellbreakers are ranged units, obviously. Speaking of Spellbreakers, they're coming. 46 supply. Shadowhunter is leveling up further and further. There's 2 replenishment potions, which is decent. I still think they are a little underpowered. But it's okay. Mountain King level 2 as well. Clap or bash is the question.
A player's
49,
forces are under
46
attack.
supply for him as well. Robe of the Magi for the Shadowhunter is nice. And the so important level 3. So, Cash sacrificing his Blade Master experience for the Shadowhunter to have more healing. Again, I'm questioning what should kill some. Like Raiders, yeah. But now that more and more breakers are coming in, this is becoming harder for him. Big heal potion, sweet. Mana potion would be the drink. Mana potion, rope, synergy, you know it. Drop the rope, use the potion, and then have infinite mana, basically.
Player's forces
Beast.
are under attack.
There's gonna be Dispel, as you know, so... kind of useless. Everybody has what he needs. Does everybody have what he wants? No. Dispel upgrade coming. Dispel before Priest Adept? Okay. Yeah, okay, some more mana on the Sorceress. 300 now in the pool and more mana regen. Did Blade want to expand here? That would be weird.
A player's forces are under attack.
Close to level 3 on the MK. Blade Master has Invul and Heal Scroll. He's not selling the scroll. Like, if he's really not getting this build soon, this Scroll of the Beast can kick his ass. Like, seriously. Where is the upgrade? He's going breakers. I mean, can be stolen anyway, so maybe you don't need that dispel. But then you need a lot of breakers. Why would you go Priest Adept? Yeah, in this matchup, true.
A player's forces are under attack.
They have the mana. Yeah, you're right. So, Scroll of the Beast. No dispel. The breakers have to work overtime here. The Blade Master is certainly a weapon now with plus 23. Can the breakers hold on to this, and can the casters do damage? Doesn't look like it. Oh, Stormbolt on the Blade Master. He's kind of stuck there, but no reveal. There was no dust anymore. Can he send something? No, he can't. To the laboratory for a scan, I was about to ask, but no. Another Stormbolt hitting the Blade Master soon. There's 0 mana on him anymore. Kodo Beast is surrounded. The breaker will come back. Heal Scroll being used. Blade Master in a decent situation. And there is lag again. Very unfortunate timing. Everybody's lagging hard. Oh, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Only Cash seems to be fine with his sick Russian Moscow connection. It's getting better now. Was just a little spike. Very hard to get back into this fight now, though. From 0 APM to 300. Okay, Kodo is surrounded, getting focused more. The heal wave was already on the way, so the Kodo dies regardless. Level 3 MK, 3 Stormbolts. Where to throw them? Archmage is kind of out of mana, has another Water Elemental soon though, thanks to the level 2 Brilliant Aura. Blade Master getting to level 3, that is Critical Strike level 2 for sure, if he survives that long. 56 supply for Blade, 47 only. He's getting another Breaker here, but loses another Grunt. That is level 3 finally. And he has to retreat. He can't survive this much longer. Stormbolt on the Walker, interestingly. That's the second last one, though. And Blade is seriously winning this. 159. Critical Strike, so it is level 2. How much mana on the Shadow Hunter? Not too much. And now there's damage on the Blade Master, and that should be the end. Invo Potion, but only for 7 seconds. Can he follow him? Speed Scroll Disengagement. Alright, he has time for a potion. So desires. No mana for Stormbolt anymore. 88. He's slowed. He's getting more. I think there was a mana potion involved here. But Cash is on the last stand. This is not how we wanted this fight to end for sure. This is the Stormbolt that puts his nail in the coffin, and Blade wins over Cash 2-1. Didn't look like it after map 2, but man, he must have been so confident in his skills. Just standard strategies, double Sanctum, ease. Yeah, the focus on the Blade Master was really good, I think. I don't know. I would have loved to see a Farseer here. Blade Master was certainly underwhelming, and it is a lack of damage. If everything of your army is slowed, that does not have a good damage anyway. That's what happens. So we go into one last break, and then we have the grand final here. Who's gonna qualify for Rust Brain Cup 6? Either Chimiko or Blade. South Korea versus Moldova. A very rare matchup, I would say. Human Mirror, best of 5. Gonna be interesting, so stay tuned.